Hello. Oh, okay. So, hold on. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me or not? Okay, good. Am I clear? Or I'm not clear? Good, yay! We're alive! Okay. Okay, everyone, it's 10:52 right now, and we are going to start in about 8 minutes, okay? Should I play you a song? Let me play a song. Very high tech. Hi, good morning, madam. 開媽早晨。Apple 姐早晨。Can you hear the music?少了什么？偶尔抬头才发现天空比想象大很多。Hi, sweetie. 快乐并没有像你想的那么难追求。我开始学会了过简单的生活，用爱去看世界。There we go. Freaking out right now. Freaking out if you cannot tell. Very nervous right now. 小织女，谢谢。Good morning, Wei. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. 来了，许一龙。Yes, this is a very nice song. This is my favorite song. 介绍给你们听，萧什么鬼？简单的快乐，不是萧敬腾，萧煌奇，简单的快乐，非常好听的一首歌。应该有人说 Good morning, morning, morning。总是羡慕别人过的生活，忘了自己也可以有很多选择。时间不会为我。Stanley， 台北的 Stanley 吗？早。爱情并没有像你想的那么不可求。学会了过简单的生活，用爱去看世界，问自己要的是什么，因为 要的是什么？
天龙不是天灵。
因为多了一份心，感受的别多，就算累了，心也还是满满的。我开始学会了，要简单的快乐，用爱去感受着每一天所过的生活。因为多了一份心，什么都对了一个人，也可以自在享受简单的快乐，简单的快乐。
Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the Mdrt MCC Facebook live show. My name is Thian Long. I'm doing this show from my living room. As you can see at the back, that's my living room from Kuching. And for some of you who doesn't know me very well, I said my name already. My name is Thian Long from Kuching, and I'm 11-time Mdrt member with 2 top of the table and 2 quarter of the table. So very happy to see everyone here today. I was freaking out about 15 minutes ago because when I switched on my computer, I was going to use my computer, okay? But my camera won't work. I don't know why. And I switched on my iPad, my camera won't work. So our dear country chair, Mr. Lim Er-en, quickly say, use your phone, use your phone. Yep, so I have the whole thing set up with the lighting. You see, this is my light. With the lighting and everything, you know, so that I can look nice and beautiful, but now I'm using my phone, so the angle is a little different. And yeah, camera does make it look fat. Yep, and that's the truth. So anyhow, today is April 1st. Happy April 1st. A lot of people ask me, why am I doing a live show on April Fool? Is it real or not? It is real. Oh, by the way, initially we were going to do my session in Mandarin, but now we are going to do it in English because we feel that most Malaysian, although you might be Mandarin speaking, you can actually understand English, and we want to take care of all our non-Mandarin speaking viewer as well. That's why we are switching it to doing in English. But some of the key points I will repeat again in Mandarin. Not that what I'm going to say is very deep, right? 基本上就是很简单，简单化，就是以最简单的方式跟大家沟通，跟大家分享。Okay, so my content is very simple, all right? And this is the 6th show that we have put on from Mdrt MCC. I hope you have enjoyed the previous 5 since last Friday. Really, really good show. We're going to have, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have live show all the way to April 14 because, as we know now, April 14 is what? April 14 is the last day of our MCO. Okay? Okay, so really quick, let's go into today's topic. Today's, I want to share with you a little bit about, the topic is the MCO mindset. And I think a lot of you that have been to my classes, been to my presentation, you know I'm a big fan of talking about mindset. And I believe that a mindset can decide the outcome. I believe that the right mindset can lead you to achieve the goal that you want to. And I believe mindset can bring you to the success that you want to in life, not just with your career, with your life, with your family, with your health, lots of different things. So I think the right mindset is the way to go. And I also believe that the right mindset is actually more important than skill, personal opinion, okay? Very simple. We are all learning from the same, skill set. Fairly similar. Doesn't really matter what company you're from. Fairly similar skill set. I went through the same thing when I joined the industry 14 years ago, and I went through the same process that many of you are going through, have gone through. Sorry. And if skill is indeed the most important thing, then at least half of the agent in Malaysia should be Mdrt members. But the fact is that that's not what it is. Therefore, I think mindset play a big part to determine whether you are successful or not. All right. So, okay, there's a lot of things happening. Okay, so really quick. So today's live show will be about 45 minutes, and I'll break it down into 3 parts. So first of all, the first part I want to talk about is I want to talk a little bit about the mindset I have seen in the last 15 days because we started our MCO in March 18, and today is April 1st. So it has been, I think, 15 days, 16 days? No, 15. Yep, it has been 15 days. And I want to share with you some of the mindset that I've seen, and then we'll talk about it. All right, you can have a discussion with me here as well. You can clap, we'll try to interact as much as we can using this live thing. This is my first time going live, by the way, so it's very exciting. All right, and okay, I need to switch off the. Give me a second because my computer is like beeping for, okay, great, okay. And the second part, so this is the first part. And the second part, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna share with you some of the things that I have been doing and some of the things that I'm gonna do, some of the things that I think is very helpful. Okay, we're not gonna talk about what you shouldn't do because I think that's very vague. I think everyone, we all grown up, we all adults, and you should decide what you wanna do and what you should do, for during the MCO period, okay? And then third, we're gonna go into Q&A. Okay, sounds good? Good. Give me a thumbs up if it's good. No thumbs up? Okay, never mind. Okay, so so what I have seen in the last 14-15 days is that if you look at the general population of our agency force, whether you're an agent, whether you are managers, you can pretty much split everyone into 4 groups. Okay, and so the very first group are the people that have decided, okay, this is a wonderful opportunity. Since I'm stuck at home, I cannot do anything, so I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do all the things that I want to do, but cannot do before MCO because I'm so busy. I'm so busy with work, running around, trying to bring up my own production, So there are that group of people. So what they're doing, they're just hanging out, they're chilling, they're having a lot of fun. And so that's the first group. And there's a reason why they can do that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that later on, okay? Why they can truly not worry about this whole MCO situation. They are worried. I mean, no one wants to get sick, so they're worried about their health. But then what they are not worried about is their career, is their business. Not yet anyway. Okay, so that's the very first group of people. Then the second group of people are those who worried when MCO was announced. for a couple of days, but they went through the process. They went through the thought process and the mindset process that we're going to talk about later on. They went through it and they came out of it and they have decided to move on. Okay, so they are doing all the things that they think they should do during this MCO period when it comes to their career. Okay, so that's the second group. The third group and the fourth group are quite similar. The third group are people that are still very concerned at this moment. Okay, but they are very, very good followers. They are very good agents. Okay, they are doing everything that the manager asks them to do. Okay, calling the clients, getting in touch with the clients, they are doing all that. But at the same time, they are concerned, they are worried, and confidence level goes up and down. Okay, so this is the third group. The fourth group have pretty much given up. Yeah. And they are very worried. They are very worried to a point they have decided not to do anything because they do not believe that anything that's happening at this moment, anything that we are sharing is going to help them at all. So basically, their concern and their worry has sort of like paralyzed them. Okay, so what I want to talk about more is the third and the fourth group, these two group of people, because I think majority of our agency force in Malaysia could fall under group number 3 or number 4, people that are worried. Okay, then the question is, what are they worried about? I think the biggest problem is that because a lot of time we have this white elephant. Okay, so what is a white elephant? The MCO is a white elephant, but no one really address how the agents are feeling. There's a reason why. Okay, so what are they worried about? First, on the 16th of March, I think, government announced the MCO, and immediate concern is that, in the next 2 weeks, I will not be able to see my clients because I'm not allowed to move around, and my clients, even if I'm going to, go out secretly, my clients are not going to want to see me, okay, because everyone's supposed to stay at home. So business will be impacted, and they worry, and then they tell themselves, it's okay, it's only 2 weeks, totally fine. So that's the first concern they have. But then at the same time, it's keep going up and down, all right? And the second concern, the second worry comes when Mdrt announced that bank loans can be deferred for 6 months. Okay, at some point we're very happy that the bank loan can be deferred for 6 months because we also have to pay. But on the flip side, what we are concerned about is insurance premium coming next. Okay, so they are concerned. Okay, so a lot of things happen in 2 weeks. Lots of things that concern us happen in 2 weeks. Okay, then the third thing came. MCO extended to the 14th of April. Okay, now they are worried because it's no longer 2 weeks. Now we're talking about 1 whole month of not going out, not having any activity, physical activity, seeing clients, sit down with clients and talk about product and things like that. Okay, so now they are very concerned. Just give me a second. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, so then the fourth thing is a few days ago, last Friday actually, when the government announced, or last Thursday, when the government announced that insurance premium, a client can defer premium if they would like to. But then of course, we are talking about a selected group of people. Okay, so all this concern up and down is just paralyzing, and people have no idea. They are having a hard time processing, and manager doesn't want to talk about it because it is a very gray area. So what are the concerns? Okay, so basically the concern is very simple. They are concerned that they cannot go out to see clients, they cannot make money. Okay, they have no income. So that is the main concern. Okay, so group 3 having this concern, still worry about it, but then they try to be good, so they keep working. Group 4 has given up. Okay, a lot of managers just want to touch on that area because what can you do? What can you say? Some are even concerned, they're worried that the agent will come and ask them for money and ask to borrow money because we have new agents that started out in the industry, that might not have a lot of savings. Okay, so this is something that we need to really, really address. Okay, because there is a process to get you out of it, but then we have to be an active participant in this process in order for you to get out this mindset and really move on and face the challenge that we have at this moment. All right. And part of the reason why people doesn't want to do it, or the agent that is facing problem doesn't want to talk about it, is because in the industry we're always taught to be positive, to be strong, and but sometimes people are just not that strong. Okay, so if you are one of those people that is having this kind of concern, they're freaking out right now. You're not alone. I can tell you that. Last week, when the extension of MCO was announced, last week, I don't know which night, I was woken up in the middle of the night with a thought of this whole MCO thing, and I couldn't sleep because I was genuinely concerned about my business. Not so much about the money part, but I was just worried about what I'm going to do next, what's going to happen. Okay, so the next morning, what I have done is I've decided to to look at why I'm concerned, and decide to go through the process, identify the problem that I'm facing, why I'm concerned about it. So what I do is I write it down, because I think human beings are very visual animals, so we need to write things down, okay, in order for us to look at it and to process it, okay. So I write down my concern, okay. Then I found out that my main concern are two things, okay. So we are in March, now we're in April. In January and February, I spent very little time connecting with my prospect, because I have this three industry-related projects, three huge projects going on at the same time. So I actually sort of neglected my work a little bit. And now when I look at my prospect list, before, when I first look at my prospect list, when I think about my prospect, I start freaking out because I don't know how to connect with them through technology. Okay, and the second thing is, for those of you who know me, I'm really, really good at connecting with people on a one-on-one basis. Okay, and that's my forte. That's how I generally build relationships so quickly. Is when we sit down, we meet, and then we talk about things. But then because of the MCO, this ability that I have is sort of taken away from me. Okay, so the two things that I need to do, and the two things that I know how to do, are no longer available to me. So that's why I was worried, okay? Although it's only to April 14, but I was just worried about how it will impact my business this year. And so many of you are going through the same thing, so for those of you who are going through the same thing, don't worry about it. People go through it, okay? So after I write down my fear, I want to come up with solutions. What can I do? How can I tackle the problem that I have? Okay. So the first thing I came up with, not focusing on my business in January and February. Nothing I can do. Okay, because it's in the past. I cannot go back. I cannot rewind. So out of my control. So forget about it. Don't even think about it. Okay. Don't blame yourself. You've done a mistake. You learn from your mistake. You just have to move on. Okay. Life is a series of mistakes. It's a learning process. You do it and you move on. Very simple, okay? Second thing, MCO, definitely out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it, It's actually good for the current situation, that everyone should be staying at home, and to sort of flatten the curve. That's what I keep saying, okay? So again, for that, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so don't think about it. Just follow, go with the flow, okay? The third thing and the fourth thing that I came up with are things that I can actually do about. Okay, so when I go back and look at my prospect list, I love lists, by the way. I'm always writing lists. So I have lists of people that I want to do business with, meaning that I have already, ready to propose. And then there's another list of people that I want to prospect. Okay, so I want to look at my prospecting list. Actually, it's not too bad. Actually, in January and February, I actually spent quite a fair bit of time, talking to them over the phone, WhatsApping them. So I actually have been following up with them. But then because I do, write down when I get in touch with them and that sort of thing. So you see, that's where the importance of list comes in. If I did not have this list, in my mind, I keep telling myself I have not done what I need to do. But the reality is that I actually have done part of it. Okay, so now I just need to do more of it. Okay, so I think this is a good time. I can continue talking to my prospect, keep building that relationship, and that's something that's within my control. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so the first two things not within my control, forget about it. Okay, the third thing is within my control. So I'm going to do it. All right. The fourth thing is also within my control, because now I'm put in this situation where I have to learn new things, new skill, okay? Propose using technology, build meaningful relationship, using technology. And these are new skill, new frontier, Okay, but I think I'm ready for the challenge. I think it'll be quite fun, and those are within my control. So those I think I can do. How do I do it? You say, you keep doing it until you become very good at it. Practice makes it perfect, right? Okay. So the first group of people that we talk about, the one that's just chilling right now, just hanging out, doing nothing, okay? They can do that, why? Because financially, they're good. They're not concerned about money. A lot of our concern right now, other than health, which is kind of, out of our control as well, is money, okay? Because we have all this, government has all this, initiative to help many different people, but somehow we feel like, okay, no one's helping us. No one is helping those who are earning commissions, okay? So we are about money. So for those in the first group, they are so, happy-go-lucky at the moment. It's because they choose to be, and they are truly not worried about their finances, okay? So for those of you, who are concerned about your finance, maybe this is a good time to think about, some of the things that we should be doing, but we are not doing. We are very good at telling our clients to save. Save for the future, save for rainy day. We are very good at analyzing for our clients what they need to do. Putting money here, putting money there. How much money should go into insurance, how much go into here. We're very good at that. But if you do not have saving that can last you, or what we call emergency fund for at least 3 to 6 months, then you are spending too much money. Okay, so for us, I think it's also good to take this moment to look at our expenses as well. During, when times are good, are we just spending too much money? Are we, doing what we preach? Do we have enough saving plans? Are we putting money away for emergency? Okay, so that's the first thing. And then are we buying insurance? We were telling clients, now is a good time to buy insurance. Now is a good time to buy insurance, Look at what's happening, the world is so unpredictable, health is unpredictable, la-di-da, la-di-da. But the question is, are we buying insurance? Are you buying insurance at the moment, right now? Okay, so you have to ask yourself that question. Okay, so I've spoken to a lot of my friends, a lot of them are in, the banking industry, a lot of them are financial planner, some are from overseas, So everyone is talking about emergency fund, it's like the minimum is 3 months. If you get it 6 months, it's even better. Okay, so this is a good time for us to actually look at our own finances and to determine if we are overspending, as well. Because I think one of the biggest problem we have as a financial advisor, with an insurance agent, is that many of us do tend to overspend. I mean, I did that for years. Okay, for the first, I don't know, 5 years. No. Yeah, the first 8 years, I think I just overspent. Okay, I made $1, I spent $1. Okay, I think many of you are going through the same thing. Many of you are going through the same thing, have gone through the same thing. So it's a good time to actually look at it. Okay, and so this is the mindset that I hope moving forward I'll share with you what I think group 3 and group 4, what I think you guys can do. You have to go through the process. If you are concerned, write down. Okay, first you have to acknowledge there's a problem, that you are concerned. Okay, it's okay. You should talk about it. You should be allowed to talk about your concern. So acknowledge that there's a concern. Write it down. Okay, what is your concern? What is your fear? Okay, and then after you write it down, you have to process that. Okay, you have to process why. Write a lot of why. Why is it bothering you? If it's money, why? Write as detailed as possible so that you can visualize what are the problems that you are facing. I don't have income, then I cannot pay for this, I cannot pay for that, then this will be a problem, that will be a problem. Keep writing. Okay, keep writing so that you can visualize where the problem is. Only by visualization, you can come up with a plan to actually tackle the problem. Okay, then after you do that, come up with a workable solution. Okay, there are things that's within your control. There are things that they are not within your control. So you have to be able to separate that. Okay, focus on the things that you can control at the moment. Okay, going back to work and that sort of thing. Okay, and flush out. I always say that like emotions or the bad emotions are like going to toilet. Okay, you process, allow your body to process. You digest the information and you let it out. Okay, so once you flush out, where you know where the problem is. Okay, then you move on. Okay, and you focus your energy on the things that you can do. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the second thing is always remember, there's so many things out there that's out of our control. Okay, and you cannot just worry endlessly. I always tell people, if you worry so much and then your situation would turn around, go ahead, worry all you want. But then the truth is, it doesn't work that way. The more you worry, you are put into this situation where you cannot pull yourself out of it. So there's really no point of doing that. So do not worry, okay? Whatever it is, it is. You don't have enough money, that's just going to be a fact. So learn how to work around with it, okay? Endless worry is not going to help you. So that's number 2, okay? Number 3, okay? I really encourage you guys to start doing something if you are not, okay? Because the MCO, is it really going to end on the 14th? We don't know. Yes, no, maybe, we don't know. Cannot predict that. I think if the situation in Malaysia get better, sure. But then if the situation doesn't get better, it might extend, okay? So if it doesn't extend, we get out on the 14th, and then some of you might even take 2 weeks to get back, into your regular routine. And then what we're looking at May. Okay, so the good thing about you going in and start working right now and start getting back into the routine is that by the 15th of April, you can go straight into your regular routine and you don't have to waste any more time. Okay, in this juncture, I think 2 weeks is a lot of time. Okay, so don't waste it. Okay. And I think one of the things that why I can be quite successful is because I always take my career as a game. Okay, I mean we are facing with this challenge right now. Whatever you want to call it, you want to call it a challenge, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, face it like a game. Okay, in a game, what you want to do is you want to win. So how do you win? You strategize. You come up with a winning strategy, and you're trying to win that game. Okay, I think that's what everyone should be doing. I think then you will enjoy. I always say that you have to enjoy whatever you do when you are in this industry, okay? Freaking out is not going to help you, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share with you. Yeah, someone just wrote, after MCO, is lifted, someone might take 2 weeks to get into momentum. Yes, so don't do that, okay? So what we are doing right now is to prevent that from happening. We want you to be in the momentum right now so that the moment MCO is lifted, you are back at it. You are no longer waiting, to get back at the game. Okay, so that's very good. Okay, thank you for picking that up. Okay, so there's a few things that I would suggest that you can do. First is that I think you should need to get back to your regular schedule. Okay, I spent the first week sleeping in, doing pretty much nothing, like zero thing. Okay. But then second week onward, I go back to my regular schedule. Wake up at 6:30, okay? Because we have my office, we have a morning meeting every day at 8:30. So I need to get ready for that. And so get up at 6:30. I'll do my workout in the morning, have my coffee, and by 8:30 I'm ready for my meeting. So 8:30 to 9:30 is our meeting, and then. From 9:30 onwards, then I start doing a bunch of different things, okay? Well, previously I had to do food run because my son JJ came back from UK on the 16th of March, and I self-quarantined him in a different apartment for 2 weeks. He came home yesterday. So I was doing a bit of food run previously, but now I don't have to. So some of the things I have been doing, since MCO is that I've been spending a lot of time, just disturbing my younger son. Some of those are the things that I don't get to do because I used to travel so much. Half of the year I'm not in Malaysia. So, I think that's pretty wonderful. So my day is filled with lots of different things, okay? So getting back to the regular schedule, working out, I'm trying to get back, had to get back in shape. January and February was horrible 2 months when it comes to like eating and all that. So try to get back in shape. Okay, spending time with family, okay, and read. Yes, I read. I think reading in general is just good because I always find that reading is like a treasure hunt because not all books are suitable for you. Whatever is suitable for you might not be suitable for me. But how do you know? You only can find out by reading, by finding out. So it's like a treasure hunt. So reading is good. Books, magazine, online, just do as much reading as you can. Okay. Recently I read a really good book. This is a wonderful book to read. I must recommend to you. Okay, look at the author, right? Yes, recently I published a book. It is in Mandarin. Okay, so I think it's pretty good. So if you want to know more about my book, go to my Facebook page and PM me. All right. So what are the other things? I wrote down a bunch of things that I have been doing. Read books. Okay. Yes, reading is also good because it gives you wisdom. Okay, it gives you wisdom. Okay, and we need wisdom. We need to be smarter. Okay, for ourselves, for our family, for our clients. Okay, another thing that I've been doing, which I'm very proud of. Two things I'm doing that I'm very proud of. One is that I've gone back and download marketing material for all the products. Well, not all. Most of the products from my company. I've been reading them. I've been trying to get in touch again with the product feature because I used to do that a lot in the first, I would say, 7 years or 8 years of the career. But then I stopped doing it. But now I feel that this is the perfect time to increase my product knowledge. So I've been downloading, I've been reading. So that's something that for those of you that are too afraid to call your clients, read product knowledge because it will help you in the long run. Oh, by the way, don't write PM here. There's so many messages. Just go to my Facebook and PM me there. PM me, okay? PM me, all right? Another thing that you should be reading, which I love doing, which I was very good at, is a policy contract. I used to read a lot of policy contract, from all different companies, trying to understand what are the product differences. Okay, so I think the more you know about your policy contract, the more confident you will be because when client asks you a question, you can answer. You're not worried about it. Because you know it so well. Or if you do not memorize it, at least you know where to find the information. So that's one thing that you should do. So two things you should do. Brush up on your product knowledge and read the policy contract. Okay, because it is the product that you are selling. Okay, go back and redo your name list. Okay, redo your name list. Very important. My name list always consists of like three things, three name lists. One is a master name list where I just put everyone I meet into the name list. Then the second name list are people that I think I can start talking about business, meaning that I feel like the relationship is strong enough for me to see them and talk about business. Okay. The third name list are people that I need to prospect. I need to build that relationship. So go back and redo your name list. This is the perfect time. You have so much time in your hand. Okay. Plan for your Q2. April, May, June. What are you going to do? Okay, different scenario. MCO ends on the 14th. This is a scenario. MCO extended, another scenario. Plan for it. Okay, so that if it does extend, you're not freaking out because you already planned for it. It's already in your head. If it doesn't extend, kudos, good for everyone. Okay, and I also encourage you guys, to spend a bit of time watch TV. Watch your favorite show. Some people say, watching TV is like a waste of time. Personally, I love watching TV. I love watching YouTube. I find a lot of inspiration from what I watch. Again, it's like treasure hunting. Okay, you have to go through so much content, and and get something that you want out of it. So I think it is a process. After a while, then you become very good at knowing the kind of content that you want to watch. So once in a while, it's okay. Give yourself a bit of relaxed time. Watch a little bit of television here. Catch up on your favorite show because pop culture is in our life. Pop culture is in our client's life. So knowing some pop culture is actually good because it is, something that you can talk to your client about. Okay. All right. What else? Oh, connecting with your client. That's a must do. All right. So last week, a friend of mine from Klang, Wei Xian, came on to our morning meeting and shared with us a really, really wonderful idea because before that, we only contact our client through WhatsApp. But he was actually encouraging us to actually call our client because he reminded us, the powerful thing of using a voice call is because when you are typing, you are not able to sense the tone of yourself. I mean, your client cannot sense your tone. At the same time, you cannot sense your client's tone. So sometimes you might misunderstand. But I think when you call them, they are able to sense your tone. If you are concerned, they will sense that. If you're excited about something, they will sense that. So I think it's really, really wonderful. So he encouraged us to call more than to text. So I will actually tell you guys the same thing. It's very difficult. It's very awkward because it's like, out of nowhere, you're calling your clients, calling your prospect. It's like, what the heck, right? But it's something you should try. Again, people in the agency, some of them, they try in the beginning, they find it very hard, very awkward, but then the more they try, the better it becomes. They actually find it not that hard because it's just like, imagine, talking to someone, just there's no, you're not sitting down having coffee or having a meal, you're talking to them, over the phone. So you can try that. I think that's actually a very, very good idea, all right? And, different people, you can use different topic. Some of my friends we have been sharing recipe. Some of my friend and I will be sharing workout tips, and I see a lot of people sharing workout tips as well. So when this whole premium, so the third thing that you can do is this whole premium deferment. When it first came out, everyone was just like, oh my God, what do we do? Oh my God, client, please don't call us, la-di-da. But then, one of the managers in our agency actually, suggested that agent that doesn't have a lot of clients should actually pick up the phone and call every single client and let them know about the premium deferment. And I thought it's actually a very good idea because it creates a topic for your agent to actually speak to their client. And I think the premium deferment is structured in a way that not everyone can qualify for it. But I think when you bring this information, when you selflessly bring this information forward to your client, many of them appreciate it. So whether they can actually apply or not, that's a different story. Okay, so you can also educate them. There are different ways other than the premium deferment. There are different ways to help pay for your policy if you cannot. So that's actually a very, very good thing. So talk to your clients about the premium deferment. Don't be afraid. Okay, there's nothing to be afraid about. If your client truly need to apply for the premium deferment, then you should be very thankful that it is there to help them. All right. Okay. Sometimes someone's asking me about persistency ratio. Can you ask me again later on? Okay. Then other things that I will talk about is COVID-19 update, benefits, that sort of thing. Different company, different products, have different benefits. Talk about that, or call them just to say hi, how you doing, how's the family doing, the general caring kind of questions, and offer them any help. If any question regarding the policy, talk to me. And the last thing that I want to talk about, things that you can do talking to your client is, I see some of the agent, very good, they trying to connect with the client by doing throwbacks photo on Facebook. So they take their friends, and I think by doing that, you start a conversation. If you do not know how to start a conversation, that's one way to start, a conversation as well. Okay. So what else should we be doing during this MCO? Start building a prospect list. We talk about that. And, always remember, okay, to be thankful of small things in our life. I'm not sure you guys know this or not. One of the things that we keep talking about for guys especially, because, I get my haircut every 10 days. And it has been like 16 days. So my hair is really long. And I cannot go and get my haircut because my hairdresser is not working. Small things in life that we honestly took for granted, okay? My shampoo, because I have very sensitive scalp, so I use a special kind of shampoo. My shampoo ran out, So small things, in our life that we took for granted. I think now is the time to really learn how to appreciate, okay? And always remember, whatever you are doing, if it's not for now, meaning closing case, it's also for the future, so that, when MCO is lifted, you are back into, working, okay? And with that, I would like to say that my sharing portion is over, and I would like to take some question. Anyone has any question? Hold on. Wait, it's so fast. Yes, appreciate my hairdresser very much so. Some of you are writing very deep. Oh God, okay, let's see. What happened to anyone? Any question? Let me see. Someone is asking, how do I carry out conversation when you have no knowledge on the topic? Can you be more specific? I mean, why would you be talking about things that you have no knowledge of? Policy review is very good. I don't want to cover that because a colleague of mine is going to cover that on Saturday. Okay? Shit. Okay, this is way too fast. Zoom meeting? When I need to propose? Yes. Not all, some. Yes, do review for your clients, do review for yourself, very good. Anyone has any more questions? I really cannot. How? Hold on, give me a second. Any advice for the new agent? I think just do it, at this point. There's really nothing you can do anyway. If you're not calling your clients, if you're not calling your prospect, what are you going to do anyway? You can look for a new job. There's no job out there. All the business is shut. Okay, so what else can you do? You can only prepare. All right. After writing down the prospect, contact them what to talk about. Talk about what, so understanding your prospect, just talk about, start from somewhere, okay? Like, imagine you're calling a friend, so some of the prospect that I don't know very well, so what I'll do is I'll call them, I'll be like, do you know, after the hi, the hello, how's everyone at home, la 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 la. After you talk about that, and just say that, I'm calling because, I just want to make sure that you are up to date, I believe that you have insurance, I just want to be up to date, different company have different policy at the moment, different benefits for the policy holder. I just want to know that, that you have been contacted and someone has told you about, all the benefits from different company. And if they say, oh, no one has done that, then just ask, where is your policy from? Then they'll tell you a company name. Oh, okay, let me take a look and I'll get back to you. So that's one way. All right. Okay. So try to lead into it. So you always start with how's everyone doing? That sort of thing. All right. Well, someone's asking about, so you're talking about prospect, people that you actually do not know. Okay, so people do not know, you can start by sending messages, and see just a general message and see what is the kind of reply, okay? But what you should do right now is that, okay, prospect comes in many, many different layers. So there are some that you are close, know you better, and then there are some that doesn't know you as well, okay? So start with those that you know better, that you can carry out a conversation, but at the same time, text those that you do not know as well, and, just see what the reply is like, right? I'm calling clients that I think can buy. I don't. By the way, I do not focus on big premium policy. That's not how I do things. I have clients from all walks of life. All right. If you want to do a presentation online, one of the easiest thing I find is I will first send a proposal to my client through WhatsApp and ask them to open on a device, and I'll call them. So you call them, they can look at it, so it's the easiest way, all right? No need to be too complicated. No, I don't make cool calls. Yes, just be a caring person. I like that. Be truly caring person, okay? Not pretending, all right? You want to be truly, yeah. Is at the moment you are referred to a new client, just call them, say, so-and-so, oh, Mitzi gave me your number. Is there anything I can help you with? Just call. Yeah. How do you build prospect with fresh network? You build prospect as if you are going to make a new friends. You start from there. We all know how to make friends, right? The relationship building is all about building a relationship, a friendship, yeah. I will tell, your client, surrender policy, find out why. Why are they surrendering? I think you need to find out why, all right? Yes, one, Danny, I've sold one, which I'm going to submit later on. Not easy, but I'm slowly getting the whole drift of the non-face-to-face thing. Again, someone asked me, how do you advise your client if they wish to surrender policy? Well, you said you need to find out why they want to surrender policy, and if it's because of money, there's lots of things, that you can do. How to build rapport with high net worth client is like making friends. Okay, don't think too much. High net worth, average Joe. We all human beings. We all want to be. You have to find out how you can enrich their life. I think that's very important. All right. Let me go back to here. Hold on. Any questions here? What do you need to do to get to them? Yeah, we process. So there's a question is what do you need to do to get to the right mindset? So we talk about that, acknowledge the problem, go through the process, write it down so you can visualize, and then decide, come up with a workable solution, things that you can actually handle, that's out within your control, things that are out of your control. All right, and you are ready when I will be ready when MCO is lifted. I'm actually more pumped because I think this whole MCO period has really gotten me to think, to rethink, to realign my thoughts of how important my career it is to me, So I think I'm very ready when MCO is lifted. Go back, just go back to your regular routine. That's it. Go back to your regular routine. What is my advice to life planner during this pandemic? Just don't think too much. Just go with the flow. Talk to your manager as much as you can, okay? But don't be so dependent. Nobody likes that, okay? We can hold your hands for a little bit, but if it's too long, then you ask yourself why you need those kind of hand holding, all right? Any more questions? Thian, could you share briefly about your background and leading to this career? I started when I was 30, and I came back from America when I was 25, and I worked for Inti College for 3 years. Then worked for my mom. I couldn't get a job, so I joined the insurance industry because my friend asked me, if you want to join. So I joined at 30. Yep, that's how it works. Any other book recommendation? Friday, Ren actually recommended a few really good books. I didn't write it down. Try to see if you can go back to that video. Okay, I think also Rex recommended something as well. Some of these questions are very, very long. Any more questions? Client who prefer to hold cash in hand during this time. So Janice, so that is a concern, okay? And then I think you just had to keep talking to them about, uncertainties, and it's actually the same sales script. Your client always want to have cash in hand, okay? But then you keep asking them, something does happen to you, how far do you think your cash can go? Okay, I'm not asking you to take everything. This is a time to actually look at your finances and decide, what is important, what is urgent. And I think, health insurance is very urgent for everyone. Our health system is still fairly good. We are still not overwhelmed, but what if it's overwhelmed? So we'll talk about all the issues that they might be facing, okay? I don't understand that question, the employee. Value added, I just call them, I talk about what the policy they have can help them, just care about it. Those are all value added, all right? Okay, I think the time is now 11:45. If I'm not mistaken, I think that if you have any more questions, you can still continue to ask, okay? Hold on, there's one. Oh, shites. Karen, can you ask again? That was a good question, I think. All right. But anyhow, all right. And I hope that you have enjoyed today's session. I know I speak really, really fast. I go really, really fast. But if you don't mind, you can go back and rewatch the whole thing, I think. All right. And some people have asked me, why is Malaysia MDRT? So first of all, MCC stands for Members Communication Committee. So that's what we are. We are part of MDRT. So our job is to communicate with you, okay? So a lot of people did actually ask me, why is Malaysia MCC doing all this live show, and I keep telling them that this is exactly what we do. We share. I think through sharing, we are connecting with all the insurance agents in Malaysia, or sometimes even within the region. And through sharing, we hope to elevate the quality of our agency force, and from there, elevate the quality of the whole agency force in Malaysia. And I think through sharing, we are able to share with you our experiences as MDRT and what MDRT is about, MDRT mindset and MDRT way of life. And through sharing, we want everyone to know that regardless of what company you're from, this is our community. You know, this insurance industry is our community. We are all in it, and we are all in it together. And if you guys are having problem, you know, if we think that we can help, we are here to help. So this is exactly what we are doing. And so I really hope that, you know, you guys can spend more time. There's lots of content, amazing content, you know, in our Facebook, in our YouTube. Follow us, you know, so that you can know what we are doing. We are very active. Our social media team is so good, so active, you know, and be part of it. You know, there's so much content that you can learn from, okay? And don't forget, we are hoping that this whole COVID-19 will be over, hopefully, you know, soon. Finger crossed, okay? So that our Malaysia MDRT Day will still happen in August. And it's going to be a wonderful event. It's going to be an incredible event. It's going to be out of this world. It's going to be the best MDRT Day, you know, that you will ever see, you know. So look out for that, you know, come to our MDRT Day, all right? Okay. I guess I can, this is it. Bye-bye, stay safe, don't be lazy, all right? See you guys, bye.